Today we'll discuss those annoying mass emails,
preview the spring sports season,
spotlight Tonka's talented Marquise Doherty,
and close out with some random dancing right here on Tonka Talks.
Oxbridge, what up, man? Let's go. Check him out.
Morning Griffins, I'm Randy Jackson.
And I'm Sally Dishman. Welcome back to Tonka Talks.
First up, McTeacher Night is this Wednesday from 4 to 8 p.m. at the McDonald's on Shoto. Teachers will be serving you, and all proceeds go to fund the Miss School Miss Out program. So spread the word. We'll see you there.
Don't forget, the Academic Blitz is this Friday from 2:45 to 4:45 and Saturday from 9 to 11 in the morning. This is your chance to get caught up on missing work or get extra help from your teachers. You will meet in the LMC, but remember to arrange your own transportation.
In a follow-up to our story on Nick Oden, the second grader at Wynwood Elementary who is battling cancer, Tonka Key Club is forming a comic book drive to collect comic books for little heroes like Nick. You can donate appropriate comic books in boxes located in the main office and the school library. The drive will continue up until March 13th.
In our top story, students are told to check their school emails every day, but recently there has been some extra junk mail in our inbox. Many students came to us with their frustration regarding their peers' misuse of the mass emails, so Jacob, Randy, and Layla set out to get some feedback.
We've all received those mass emails, from spam to full-on conversations. Many of these emails cause problems. We've asked the students of Winnetonka to share their opinions on these mass emails.
I think it's really obnoxious. Like, there's no reason that you have any information that everybody wants to hear about.
I'm not really that annoyed by them, but I think they're unnecessary, especially when they're like racist or...
It not only annoys students, but it also affects the teachers as well.
I think it's just a way, it's like gossiping, and that it just creates more problems.
We have a lot of other things that we need to be doing rather than sending out memes and emails. I wish I had that kind of free time, but I don't, let alone time to check all of that. So hopefully everybody gets off FaceTime and gets back into class.
Think about what you send out next time. Many of the problems lead to consequences, so be smart and use your email appropriately. Be respectful to students and staff, and make sure you're properly using your email, or the privilege may be taken away.
In some exciting news, both of the Winnetonka varsity and JV Scholar Bowl teams have made it to the Kansas City Metro Quad Finals tournament. This is the first year in Griffin history that any Winnetonka Scholar Bowl team has made it this far.
Finals will be held at Park Hill South High School this Wednesday, March 4th, starting around 3 p.m. Best of luck to the Nerd Herd.
Spring is just around the corner, and with the winter sports coming to a close, spring sports will be starting up. Zoe, Gracie, and Brianna set out to bring you this year's spring sports preview.
Spring sports are starting up soon. We asked coaches and athletes about the upcoming season.
We first asked Coach Flynn about girls soccer.
In order to get ourselves ready cardiovascularly as well as muscular strength and endurance. So we do that for 2 months, and then we start conditioning on the fields beginning on March the 2nd when actual practice begins.
We asked what Coach Flynn and his team have been doing to prepare for the season.
Well, one of the things we did, we had meetings back in November and December to actually get the girls oriented to what's going to happen for soccer in the springtime. And then starting January 5th, the first day that we came back from winter break, we actually started doing our conditioning. And we do insanity conditioning 5 days out of the week.
We talked to soccer player Angela Giamalva about her thoughts on this year.
Excited for team bonding and just getting to learn a lot more skills.
Baseball is also coming up. We have a new head coach who is excited for the season.
This being my first year as a coach, I'm not real sure what to expect. I've heard nothing but good things about the team, so looking forward to working with a big group of seniors and then definitely a lot of underclassmen coming in to help the program. I know we've got a couple all-conference players back from last year, so obviously Marquise signed with Mizzou to play both football and baseball, so that's got him going. I've gotten some contacts from some of the other players from college coaches, so I know there's some players coming back that made the all-conference team and then are starting to get some college looks. So I guess we'll just have to see how they play this year. Tryouts will start next Monday morning at 6 a.m. on March 2nd. If there's players out there that are interested, they need to come by and see me in room C7.
The players are excited to work with a new coach and are hopeful for the season.
I'm glad to see what he can bring and how he can help us grow and mature as baseball players.
I think we'll definitely do better than we have the past couple of years, for sure.
The tennis team is also ready to serve their competitors.
By being a better all-around player and just getting better at serving and stuff like that.
Next, we talk to Sydney Smith, who is involved in 2 events in track.
I run hurdles and I do long jump.
And for our final spring sport, we talk to Coach Stevenson about boys golf.
We've had our meeting, prepared the schedule, getting ready for the season by planning practices, coordinating all the things that go into a golf season.
If you are interested in playing golf, there is still a chance for you to sign up.
Golf will start March 2nd, and the first practice we're going to meet here in Tech 5 at school. So if you're still interested in golf, see me, Coach Stevenson, or Coach Schmidt in Tech 14 if you still want to play.
We asked golf players Weston Wagner and Devin Smith what made them join golf.
Blake Taylor wanted us to play golf with him, so we're like, okay, we'll play golf. And then we started liking it, and now we're going to play it forever.
So what are they looking forward to this season?
Cool, having fun with the boys and hitting golf balls.
They even gave us a lesson on how to do a proper swing.
Waggle, waggle, waggle. Take it back and let the big dog eat.
There you have it.
Look for announcements and check the calendars for upcoming sports dates and schedules.
Speaking of, track season starts up today and boys golf too. Make sure you have your physical completed so you are eligible to play. If you have questions or would like to play, see Coach Stevenson in Tech 5 or Coach Schmidt in Tech 14.
In aspects of sports well known around the halls of Tonka, Marquise Doherty has had a stellar year. Even with all the great athletic accomplishments he has had, there's much more to come for this Griffin. Hakir and Maria sat down with him and his family to show us just what makes Marquise such a standout athlete, student, and person.
One word to describe Marquise Doherty is
multifaceted.
Rarely does an athlete like Marquise Doherty walk through the halls of any school. Speed, strength, and elusiveness are all factors of his success on the field, but his kindness, integrity, and low ego is what makes him an amazing person.
Marquise Doherty comes to Mizzou from Kansas City, Missouri, Winnetonka High School. Just the second player from Winnetonka to go D1 since 1984.
His love for sports started during the T-ball days.
I think the first time I ever remember playing baseball was T-ball. For whatever reason, I remember hitting the ball off the tee and watching it like roll up his glove and up his arm and over his shoulder. I've never seen it happen. The first time I remember playing football was when I played flag football for the Inglewood Packers, and my first ever touch, I ran like 70 yards for a touchdown, and then I did a touchdown dance in the end zone that I always practiced with my brothers. It was hilarious.
Although sports are the shine of his life, there's also things we don't know about Marquise, such as the fact that at the age of 7, he was actually adopted by now parents Denny and Chris.
It's been a big part of who I am today, you know, all the experiences that I've had through it. And it wasn't, you know, your average adoption. I knew my parents that I live with now prior to the adoption, so they've always been in my life. So it wasn't a situation where I was coming into somewhere unknown or unwanted. And this family's always made me feel like a part of the family. I've never once felt like I wasn't actually their child.
Brought something special to our home for the other 3 siblings. So.
He can run for touchdowns and hit home runs. There are characteristics he can't show on the field.
He is very loving, and he's kind, and he cares about other people. He does a lot for people. I think he does things for people he doesn't even know.
Seems more mature than a lot of other kids his age. Intelligent conversation, things like that, you know. Now, he can be quite silly at times too.
But don't let the muscles fool you. Before sports were a priority, Marquise used to be quite the performer.
The spotlight can be fun at times, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility.
A lot of times I don't get to be a normal kid and make normal kid mistakes or say normal kid things because I've been anointed that leader or that example, which comes with it, and that's with being good at anything. You're automatically an example and your life is always in the spotlight.
So next time you see him in the hallway, don't be intimidated. Rather give him a smile or a small wave, because remember, he's a Griffin just like you.
Great story, guys. Seniors, if you need some financial assistance for school and need help completing the FAFSA, there will be 2 nights here at Winnetonka where you and your parent or legal guardian can come get help completing the FAFSA application. See Ms. Smith in the Counseling Center for details.
Powerbuff Volleyball is this Friday. The tournament starts at 7, so come on out and watch the anticipated showdown between our juniors and seniors.
To end our show today, we watched Chase and Dalton bust a move and show just how much fun you can have from a little dancing.
Well, that's all this week. I'm Randy Jackson.
And I'm Sally Dishman. See you next week. And thanks for watching Tonka Talks.
Oxbridge, what up, man? Let's go. Come on.